Okay, now can everybody hear me? Yeah, I can hear me. And if I can hear me, you can hear me. Give everybody a little time here to get situated. What's up, though, Combine? Yes, I am alive. My controllers were not, though. That's kind of the delay here, so apologies on that. Also see Joseph and Nightmare are here. Yeah, Nightmare, I don't know why. When I at Nightmare, your thing does not come up, but Joseph's does, no problem. I will say I may have forgotten this was a squad strike format, so my initial order may be my okay. Well, if you need to go ahead and just make adjustments, go ahead and just hit me up through Discord. That's totally fine. But I think your order is still good though, Joseph. Frostbite, that's your problem then. I know you can hear me. Just being a little stinker. Nah, but what's up, Frostbite? Hope your Monday didn't suck too. Are you at work, or is it like, did it not suck? Am I supposed to say, did it not suck, or is it still just not sucking? Where is the suckling happening? Nah, but in all seriousness, guys, I think we're ready to start up here. Hi, my name is Michael Perky Purgatorio, and this is Amiibo Fight on YouTube. So, at work, for sure. Yeah, well, get through it, buddy. We're praying for you. But we have ourselves items on Trainer of the Year. As far as what is going on here, guys, it's basically like our callouts, except there's a little more on the line here. And what I mean by that is, well, basically Joseph and Nightmare scored the bestest score as far as items on go. And now we're here to see who is taking home the prize of Items On Trainer of the Year 24 to 25 season. And yes, I understand we're about a year late, but a lot of stuff has happened in my life, so now we're finally getting through this stuff. And actually next Monday, we're going to be doing our Items Off Trainer of the Year. As well as also we'll be getting into 1v1 Trainer of the Year. You know, we could really do either one. Because really, it's me and Nightmare for both those things. So you're going to be seeing more of Nightmare's amiibo and more of my amiibo in the weeks to come here on Monday night. Bonus points if you still have those bins. Maybe. Maybe. Wolfie and Reigns is here. What's up, fam? Welcome, welcome. Well, hope your Monday didn't suck too hard. I thought it was Tuesday because Frostbite's already got me thinking about 2v Tuesday tomorrow night on Twitch. In a way, damn you, because 2v Tuesday is fun, and this is... Well, you know, this is still fun. I mean, I'm really excited to see what goes on because, you know, not only is it a call-out, guys, but... Nope. Yeah, not only is it a call-out, but it's a call-out with items on medium. If I put them on high, that's too chaotic. That's too chaotic. So, basically, how it works is both trainers have agreed to start on a Omega stage, which we're going to do Battlefield after this and just kind of alternate between the two as we go along in our series. But the first of 4 is the winner, and I'd also like to go ahead and add here that... Okay, that's weird. Oh, I see why. Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud, but... the winner does go home with a nice Items On plaque. In fact, Nightmare, I actually owe you that Raid Boss of the Year plaque. And, you know, who knows? You might get 2 more plaques in the weeks to come. Possibly even 3, because I still got to figure out overall Trainer of the Year. I think I was eligible for almost every category. I think he was in Free-for-All. He was not in... I don't think I battled him in custom stage, though. But, yeah, Joseph, I know, won the free-for-all one. But right now, guys, we're going to go ahead and just get set up here because I know we're running a little bit behind. And I'm going to go ahead and actually bring in the Nightmare team first and foremost. And again, if this is your first call-out, as a reminder, we're just going a best of 7. and trainers will have the ability to switch things up between rounds. But right now, let's go ahead and get into Nightmare side. And, you know, I'm going to just say it right now. I'm going to spoil this. Both trainers brought in a Snake amiibo and a Ness amiibo. So, yeah, these are terrible people. And they both brought on me Sword Fighter. You know what, that's it. I'm disqualifying both of you for being terrible people. Not JK. I wish I could, but I can't. I can't. Then we wouldn't have a stream. Speaking of stream, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. And also don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed right now. Oh. Wait a minute. I think these are the... Yeah, I'm sorry. I think these are actually the Joseph amiibo. So we're bringing in the Joseph amiibo first for the red side. And it looks like Slyke is here. You know, it's like Ike, but with an SL at the beginning of it, which I... What happened to Blue Blade? Yeah, no, I mean, I see your capitalize almost with a lot of... Why are you yelling, bro? It's supposed to be a happy time. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the chat right now. Normal dude name versus a nightmare. Yes. Yes. Unfortunately, his blade was deemed too yellow. Oh. Okay, that... sounds like a him problem. We do have the Mac here, though. I think this is a newer little Mac from Joseph. Don't exactly quote me on that. Where's the ground Mac? Come on. I feel like we're getting cheated here. Well, we have Order here. We actually saw him a few Fridays ago. He actually did really well, so this is going to be a big threat here, I think, to Nightmare's side. And Jay-Z Soldier is here. I told you guys they both brought a Snake amiibo. This is yeah. And we have JC Attack. I think this is a relatively newer Ness from Joseph, so definitely I get it. You know, it's crunch time. You gotta bring out your best, but you know, have some reason. Like either the Snake or the Ness amiibo. Don't bring both. Alright, well, let's go ahead and bring in the Nightmare side. Looks like he's taking the blue side. And here is Mayuki. This is actually a Amiibo Fight Hall of Famer, which, before we keep going through the order, it looks like Nut Combine ready for that call-out this Friday against Doveman, and he looks ready for it. Make sure to check us out then right back here on YouTube Friday at 5 p.m. Central Time for that call out. But getting back to the order here, guys, it looks like we have NM Umbral. What is an Umbral? I mean, I feel like I'm getting made fun of for how I pronounce Umbra Clock Tower. And let's see what else he's got. Alright, NM Agent, we're pretty familiar with this guy. He's been in a few Amiibo Fight tournaments, as well as you've seen him in a few Amiibo Fight arenas. And we have Ven. Yeah, Ven is definitely one of our more common Soras here in Amiibo Fight. I don't know if I want to say he's my favorite Sora, but one of my favorites. I think you guys know who my favorite is. And we have Chroma, which is another Amiibo Fight Hall of Famer, which I believe is actually going to be one of the heavier hitting Amiibo on the Nightmare side. So, yeah, basically the Mac, Slyke, look out for Chroma. Other than that, guys, I think we are ready to go. I just want to take this quick moment to say both congratulations to Joseph and Nightmare, but I'd also like to take this time to say that we do have a 2v Tuesday coming up tomorrow on our Twitch channel. That's going to be 7 p.m. Central Time, Spirited Styles, so make sure you guys bring your bestest Spirited Amiibo, and also make sure you bring a cool custom stage, as long as we got them. I don't know why we can't get consistency with that. I don't, but we're going to try. We're going to try. In fact, honestly, I think it might have been that wired connection I have, if I'm being honest. But anywho, why don't we go ahead and get that first matchup set up, and I do see that both trainers have given me an order to follow, so let's see. All right. And Nightmare side. Sorry, my phone is just, for some reason, sliding away from me. There we go. All right, so... All right, so here's what we got starting out for our first round, and a score will be established after round 2. We have the Mac and Mayuki right in the beginning. I can't help but feel the Mac might get a little push back from Mayuki. In the middle, though, we got NM Agent and JC Attack, and I had a feeling that these guys would be putting either their Ness or Snake in the middle. I was right. In fact, they kind of switched it up at the end here because we got NM Umbral in the back and JZ Soldier in the back, which, you know, I'm kind of liking Joseph's side a little more just for the sheer fact that Snake is a little bit heavier and still going to be using a lot of projectiles, but you know, just putting a lighter character in the back just kind of scares me, but that's just me. Latin word for dark. Okay, I got you. So you're not subtly talking shit the way Doveman does to me. Gotcha. But I think we're ready to go with our first round. Gentlemen, good luck, have fun, and may the items be with you.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Yeah, remember when I said I was scared of him getting pushed back? Now, not as much. Well, this was actually, I believe, Nightmare's really first full season here in Amiibo Fight, so to see him really just going after almost every category is impressive. Same thing here with Joseph. He had a lot more categories this year than he did last year. However, still remembering the 22 to 23 season, him achieving 2v2 Trainer of the Year, which was not easy for him, but he did it. And we now see Mayuki getting a little traction, but don't forget, items are falling from the sky, so what do? Do you focus on the item or do you focus on your opponent? I gotta tell you, you got a 50-50 shot of one of those being the right answer, and now it's 5-4. Slyke, gotta try and pick up some items here. I think that might be a good strategy. Well, Mayuki still standing strong, and there's a forward smash. Oh boy. Oh no! Mayuki with a hesitation that cost her. And now here comes Ven. And as you can see, we have both a final and fake final smash ball. Uh-oh. Nice use of lightning there from Ven, and wow. That I think we can count that as a power play. Aw, man, I'm sorry to hear. Yeah, even being half sick on a Monday is just not fun. Speedy recovery to Combine. I ain't got my wine with me, but just pretend I do, and I'm raising a toast. Then gets caught in the air, and here comes the PK Thunder. Yeah, JC Attack is a little damaged, but I still think this is a time for him to try and attack and get this KO ASAP. Close, but not quite. A little early on that down special. And the PK Thunder does land to make it a 3-3 game, so I didn't even Did he throw down the C4, or was that an item that just randomly exploded? I don't know. Yeah, that's what's chaotic about items on here, guys. Oh, nice parry. Oh, with more tornado. And yeah, I do see an assist trophy right here. Nice up tilt, though, from NM Agent. NM Agent just trying to stay on his guy, but Order is ready for him. And this is really what Order needs to do, is just lay in more of those tornadoes. For sure. Ginger ale usually helps that out. Oh no! So now NM Agent and JZ Soldier. I think this is a KO. That is a KO. Well, nice use of the final smash there. So really turning a reverse 3 into a reverse 2. Uh-oh. Man, for a split second, I thought we were done here. He's got a... Oh! No way that just happened, and it's a 1-1 game. Bro. Well, NM Umbral and JZ Soldier are left standing. And JZ Soldier is going to heal. I think this is great strategy. Usually is in an items on kind of scenario. And T4 misses by a mile. In fact, that was close to being curtains for the Snake amiibo. And side special lands. Big comeback for the Joseph side. I don't know. You have to ask Joseph that question, Frostbite. But GG, guys. We're going to give our first round to Joseph. We're going to break this one down before we head into our next round, guys. So, as you can see, the first KO did go to Mayuki, which I really predicted from the get-go. But here's what I really didn't predict was Slyke getting a KO pretty quickly off Mayuki. And that would then allow Ven to get the KO off of Slyke. JC Attack hopping in to take out Ven. And here's where it really got chaotic and interesting, is when NM Agent would slide in, take out JC Attack and Order, and then things just got even more out of control when JC Soldier drops in, takes out NM Agent with a final smash, takes out Chroma with a hammer in the air. Yes, it was in the air. You can watch the replay whenever at this point, but then we had NM Umbral getting just a little overwhelmed from JZ Soldier's attacks, and yeah, it's round 1 going to Joseph right now. So good game, guys. Great first round. And as always, if you want to go ahead and make adjustments to your order, please DM me on Discord. But right now, we're going to go ahead and get things set up for round 2.
Squad strike.
All right, well, let me go ahead and load in the Joseph amiibo first. As I'm loading in the Joseph amiibo, though, I'd also like to go ahead and remind everybody, we're going to be back here on YouTube Friday, 5 p.m. Central Time, and looks like we're doing a vanilla call-out between Doveman and Combine. So a little rematch here from last Friday, and I'm actually kind of glad we got it so quickly. I thought we were going to have to wait a few weeks, but nope. Doveman had the points, and he was more than courteous to accommodate the challenge from Combine. So really eager to see, well, I'm actually eager to see what both trainers bring to the table, because does Doveman even have 5 vanilla amiibo? Combine, you know. You pretty much worship Doveman here. Well, definitely want to go ahead and see more of these Dittos. I think that was very interesting that last round. But what was also interesting is just the items that popped in and how everybody used them. So it it kind of makes me want to. He has 3 now. Yeah, but he's gonna need 5. So I don't know. Maybe he can like do some Spirit Editor or something. Or just train 2 new amiibo. That's the best way to do it. The hard-working man's way to do it. But getting back to what I was saying, make sure to join us on YouTube this Friday at 5 p.m. Central Time for that call-out between Combine and Doveman. But eager to see what you guys are going to do for this next round for Order. Damn it, Joseph, don't go random. It's too early for random. Oh, okay, he didn't. He's picking something new here, though, so let's go ahead and throw that in. And it looks like Nightmare is not making any adjustments. I'm really checking my work right now, but yeah, I got it. I got it. So, Nightmare sticking with the same order. I personally would have done the same thing here because now we're heading to a battlefield stage, which, you know, I think it's almost safe to say that all amiibo do play differently on battlefield stages, but obviously some more than others. It's not random yet. Yep, it's coming though, guys. It's coming. But as I was saying, I think that was a smart move by Nightmare to just keep to his guns, keep to his original order, but Joseph is going to live a little more dangerously as he's still keeping JC Attack in the middle and JZ Soldier in the back, but, you know, the Mac and Order and Slight kind of doing a little switcheroo here, so I think this does have potential. Well, actually, I should say Order and Slight doing a little switcheroo here. But I do believe that this is going to pay off for Joseph in the long run if, and only if, projectiles and items don't get the better of his team. So, guys, good luck, have fun for round 2, and after this round, we'll go ahead and get a score set up for you.
3, 2, 1, go!
And here we go. So, like we were saying earlier, guys, Nightmare, Joseph, and, you know, even myself, being included in a lot of these categories for the 24-25 season. And, you know, I'm not trying to take away from anybody, but I wouldn't say we're the greatest amiibo trainers of all time. It was just more the fact we were consistent in showing up in the arena. So, with that alone, the consistency is what really paid off for everybody. And Hammer is going to be what pays off for Nightmare's team for this first KO. Mayuki with a lead. However, this is kind of what we saw last time. Mayuki getting a lead for her team. But then down the line, items and other shenanigans just not falling in their favor. Right now we got a Mii Sword Fighter battle, and Mayuki gets... Yeah, she's actually getting a little juggled by the tornadoes. And there's the thrust. Oh. Yeah, I don't know the actual name for Sword Fighter moves, but critical health defense is now out for Order. And nice up air, it's now 5-3. And it is now 4-3. I'm as confused as everyone in the chat right now. what? DK Amiibo. Alright. Well, I'll be checking in with Doveman to make sure we're G2G for Friday. Uh-oh. Ben. What's he thinking? What's he thinking with this up smash? Well, could have been some great strategy from JC Attack. I mean, he's just trying not to get hit with Final Smash, but yeah, nah. He's gonna get locked away behind the door into the Land of Darkness. Play Kingdom Hearts to learn more. Slyke trying to bring his team out of this funk right now. It's still doable for the Joseph side. And we're about down to 4 minutes in time, but Daybreak. And yeah, I'm starting to think Joseph's side has a snowball's chance in hell to win this next round. There's the up tilt, so JZ Soldier does get a KO, and here comes NM Agent. Oh, that's why Joseph does that, because Nightmare does it. Okay. Joseph wants to be like Nightmare. Should have been item grab. Forgot all about that. It doesn't matter. Well, GG, and we will give our props to Nightmare side for the win. So let's go through this one here, guys, and this one was a little more one-sided. So Mayuki was able to take out the Mac and Order. Once that had happened, though, JC Attack was able to take out Mayuki, but Ben able to take out JC Attack and Slyke. That's not exactly easy for Sora to do. Once that had happened, though, JZ Soldier able to get a pretty quick KO off the Sora amiibo, but NM Agent, yeah, he got him. He got him. So that is going to be 1-1 between Joseph and Nightmare. Go. Joseph, what? I kind of don't like that placement. Oh, hold on a sec. Let's kind of bring it a little more. Yeah, that works. That works. Joseph 1, Nightmare 1. Well, we're going to be going back to any random Omega stage. Joseph, Nightmare, if you want to make some changes, please let me know now. So, you know, things went well for Nightmare on a Battlefield stage, but you guys got to keep in mind, if we go to Game 7, we're going to end up on an Omega stage, which seems to be really befitting Joseph's team more than Nightmare's team. But it's only been a few rounds, and definitely still time for everybody to make adjustments. How are you on low battery again? Grr. Yeah, I typically would like to at least try and look for some MVPs here, but it's just too early and also too close to call right now between Joseph and Nightmare. I really do think that the items are somewhat tame for this kind of environment compared to what I was expecting going into this one. Items are items. That is very true. I would not disagree with that. Well, guys, as we're getting started here, I'd also like to remind everybody, we're going to be live Sunday on Twitch for our Spirited 1v1 arena. So make sure you guys bring in your bestest Spirited amiibo. In fact, let's see. I want to... Yeah, because I think actually, because today's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Actually, yeah, Doveman and Combine stuff is going to have to get bumped to make way for Nightmare's tournament this Friday. Nightmare, what time is it again? Did you want 7 Central Time? I'd have to check that announcement, but you guys can check it out also in tournament and event announcements in our Discord. And if you're not a part of our Discord, make sure to click the link and join today. Great way for you to start participating in Amiibo Fight tournaments, events, and get the latest news and updates right away. Ah, I was right. 7 Central Time. Are we getting MLL 456 on commentary this time? Or is it just you still? I mean, I'm cool with either. You know, it's all you, but I'm just curious. And it looks like Joseph wants to switch things up again, so we'll cater to his needs first. Alright. And yeah, Nightmare has not switched. He's sticking to his guns. I gotta respect that, but you know, it could be a little foolish since we're back on an Omega stage. Oh, okay. The Joseph Nightmare team up. I can dig it. Alright, well, I'm looking forward to that tournament, and I actually still gotta sign up for that. That's actually gonna be Vanilla A+ tier and lower, by the way, guys, according to the R Vanilla tier list. I gotta actually train something. And, you know, what? One more question. So does everybody get 4 amiibo, or are we just capping at 4 amiibo? I'm just a little confused at that. Because, you know, if I can bring in 4 amiibo, I'll do it, but was thinking just 3 amiibo. That's fine. That's fine. Hey, what's up, MLL456? Welcome in. You know, I was thinking that too, because I remember him being the blue alt as well. I don't know what happened, but you'll have to talk to Nightmare on that one. Well, just looking at what we got going here, JC Attack is going to start out this matchup, so Mayuki may be in trouble. Middle, though, we got JZ Soldier and NM Agent. I'm trying to force a little Ditto here. I actually like that. God help me, I'm starting to like the Snake Ditto. What is wrong with me? And in the back, we got Order and NM Umbral. I feel like this could work for me, Sword Fighter, but at the same time, I feel like almost anybody on Joseph's side would have been a better anchor. And NM Umbral, yeah, again, I just don't, I don't like that. I don't like the really lighter competitor in the back like that. Oh, okay. Nightmare's still on the lab. I like that. I like that. But I think we're ready to go with our next battle here, guys. So this is round 3, back on any random Omega stage. Good luck. Have fun.
3, 2, 1, go!
And here comes Mayuki getting those sword thrusts in. Yeah, don't quote me on it. It almost kind of looked like Mayuki saved JC Attack right there. I don't see many sword fighters, though, going off stage like that. So I think it's safe to say Mayuki playing a little dangerously. And she's going to grab the Steel Diver. And Steel Diver is enough to get the first KO, 5-4. Well, Slyke is going to try and pick up some items pretty quickly. I think that is a good strategy in this case. And nice down smash. Mayuki. Oh. Yeah, that's a KO. Slyke. Not able to make it back. Well, JZ Soldier has a little bit of work to do. Oh, no. Yeah, he needs to be careful, but he does hit the up tilt for that KO, and it's now 4-3, and uh-oh. Here we go! Yeah, Ven doesn't know how to react to that. I mean, yeah, a lot of players, people who play the game, don't know how to react to that. Oh, no! Fake Final Smash Ball cutting off the recovery. That is diabolical. I don't know about you guys, but I've been enjoying the series. So once again, a big thank you to Joseph and Nightmare for not only qualifying, but indulging us for a little Monday call out for Items On Trainer of the Year. And right now, NM Agent trying to go for the kill. And that'll make it 3-1. So we're all pretty much looking at the order, or I'm sorry, order, there's no the, to try and bring this home. Well, still seeing some tornadoes being thrown out. I think that's good strategy against a competitor like NMH. Oh no, Bob-omb. Yeah, Bob-omb is definitely an item I'm too familiar with. And not in a fun way. Order almost got the KO, but NM Agent holding on. C4 does land. That's going to bring in critical health defense, but now we do see Order getting a KO and the final Smash Ball. And here's Sword Fighter's final smash, but gotta be honest, it's kind of ass. So far, no, Frostbite. I am going to check overall Trainer of the Year, but yeah, I think it's safe to say that no, you did not. Sorry. Telling you, consistency was the way to go, because Joseph, Nightmare, myself, all people who are at pretty much every arena. And that's going to be it. Nightmare takes round 3. GG. Well, let's talk a little bit about what happened here. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Let's talk a little bit about what happened here. So, Mayuki, I think, having their best round in round 3, taking out JC Attack and Slyke. That would then open up, though, for JZ Soldier to take out Mayuki and Ven. That is not easy, even for a Snake Amiibo. But then NM Agent would jump in to take out JZ Soldier and the Mac. This would then allow Order to hop in and, you know, he tried getting this KO quickly, but yeah, it just didn't happen. He got it pretty slowly. And then Chroma would come in and, well, it was pretty much curtains for Order at that point, because Chroma, big bad Amiibo Fight Hall of Famer. Me too, Frostbite. Me too. Marvel Rivals is back, and I'm grinding that a little bit, so yeah, all my free time just went out the window because of it. But let me go ahead and update our score before we move on. And looks like for the first time in the series, Nightmare's got a lead. So, eager to see what Joseph does in retaliation to this. Because right now we're going to a battlefield stage. And Nightmare seemed to do very well on that battlefield stage with his amiibo. Alright guys, so, hold on, we're going to round 4 with platforms. I'm glad I don't have my video camera on for that, because I just couldn't look myself in the face making such a lame joke. But as I'm loading in Joseph's amiibo, I'd also like to take this time to sincerely say that we are sponsored by Dubby. So make sure to check out W.GG today when you get a shot. They got a lot of great flavors of energy, which is free of artificial dyes and colors. So, you know, it's energy that's good for you. I never thought I'd see the day chugging Monster and Red Bull and all that, but now we got good for you energy. You could be like those vegan people and think you're better than everyone as they chug the other stuff. But in all seriousness, if you do decide to make a purchase, make sure to use code AmiiboFight, all capital letters. This way you get 10% off your order. They do have some cool anime shakers, merchandise, since they're still doing some stuff with Crunchyroll. So, yeah, make sure to check them out regularly. We should have a subcategory for ourselves that accounts for that, so we have a shot at something, LOL. Sort of like an honorable mention thing. I guess that's not a terrible idea, but really not trying to do another season this year because nobody's showing up for vanilla stuff. So yeah, I'm just not doing a season this year until we get that support back up. Damn it, Frostbite, quit your job and come back to Amiibo Fight. It's all I ask. Alright, well, before we get the order set up, guys, let me see who is texting me on the Discord. It's Joseph. He's switching things up. Hope I did that right too. Well, I'm about to find out. And Nightmare side, I should be able to do this one in my sleep now. Yeah, I did that right for Joseph. That's good. Alright, so Slyke is going to start us out against Mayuki. It's a little sword battle here. I'm digging it. Jay-Z Soldier and NM Agent in the middle. I'm also liking that. And in the back, we got Order and NM Umbral, which, I don't know. I don't like that. I don't particularly like that. Also, what is up, La Cucina de Dina? Welcome, welcome. Hope your Monday didn't suck too hard. Because, you know, it's Monday. Even a good Monday is still bad. Will you pay for me it? I think he means, will I pay him for it? Yeah, no, I can't do that. I can't do that because, again, support is down. I'm not getting cashed out every month on Twitch like I was before. Subscribe, god damn it. But right now, I think we're ready for round 4 on a battlefield stage. Gentlemen, good luck. Have fun.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, A lot going on here really in this first 15 seconds, but it's really all Mayuki. Sleg just trying to get a little space. Yeah, Sleg has got to really approach this situation a little more strategically. Well, the bumper gets thrown out, and one of our first Pokemon here for the night, actually. Spupa. Kind of an underrated Pokemon. Just kinda. And the Mac with a big attack. It's gonna tie us up here, but here comes Ven. And the Claptrap. It's gonna, well, he's gonna snap. Bro, low-key, I feel you right there. After I ate Popeyes before doing this, I was like, I just want to take a nap. But Amiibo stuff needs to happen. After all, Amiibots is still down. It's coming back, don't worry. Everyone remain calm. The 24-hour Amiibo channel will be back. I don't know when, but it will. And 5:15 to go. Ooh, nice parry right there. And the KO punch lands. The Mac increasing the score for Joseph's side. Now here comes Chroma. Whew. Man, I thought I was going to sneeze. Here comes Chroma with a final smash. Oh boy. And now it is 3-2. Chroma trying to stock up on some items. This is amazing strategy when you think Oshawott. We love Oshawott here. If we riot, it will be back. No, it won't. Stop it, Frostbite. I'm already in hot water with a lot of the other members of the community. I don't need more enemies. I got enemies. Got a lot of. God damn it. This is your fault, Frostbite. It's gonna be in my head all day. Forward smash misses. And Jay-Z Soldier does suffer a fall. That's going to make it 2-2. This items on battle has been pretty even for the most part. I understand Nightmare's up a game right now, but he could change that right now with both JC attack and this Mii Sword. Okay, yeah, now it's just the Mii Sword Fighter order. Chroma is trying to land these smash attacks. I believe there's still a C4 here? No? No, there's not. I swear to God I saw one, though. There's a Mr. Saturn right there. He's just chilling, though. Having a nice day here. And another Pokemon pops out. It's Fletchling. And it's now 1-1. Still very doable for Joseph's team to get this win. What do you say, Order? What are you gonna do about it? Oh, man, Boomerang really coming in handy for Joseph and the gang. And that's going to be our red team or Joseph victory. GG, guys. Okay, let's let's really talk about this one here because a lot was going on. And yeah, I may have been conversating with Frostbite a little bit. So, as you can see, Mayuki winning the sword battle against Slyke. However, the Mac able to just go full Mac mode, we'll call it, taking out Mayuki, Ven, and NM Agent. That is quite surprising. But then we had Chroma answering right back to take out the Mac, JZ Soldier, and JC Attack. Once that had happened, though, Order jumping in and really utilizing every resource they had to take out Chroma and NM Umbral. NM Rumble. God, I can't talk today. NM Umbral being taken out by Boomerang. Of all items, it was the Boomerang. The Boomer-ang. Ang is not a boomer. I'm just saying Boomerang. But that's going to bring the score now 2-2. And it's really starting to heat up here. This is really where both trainers are going to have to probably make some tough decisions. Or, you know, in Nightmare Joseph's case, they may make no decisions going into round 5.
Squad strike.
All right, well, let me go ahead and load in the Joseph amiibo right quick. But, yeah, instead of a call-out happening this Friday, I'd like to go ahead and make clear it looks like we'll have a Nightmare tournament, and it's vanilla style. And I think he's capping it at 4A+ and lower. I don't know. I gotta read the announcement again. But very excited to go ahead and see what happens this Friday in the return of the Nightmare Tournament series. I'm starting to think to myself, MLL 456 Tournament Series win? I think it's going to come here a lot sooner than we think. But I would like to also take a quick minute to just say good job to Nightmare and Joseph, not only qualifying tonight, but, you know, they really brought their A game as far as the Sword Fighters, their Snake Amiibo, their Ness Amiibo. Okay, you know what, they're just kind of taking advantage of the system here. I mean, Ness would be higher on our tier list if they could defeat Pit. Alright, well, I think we're ready to go. And guys, again, if you do need to make adjustments, please DM me on Discord right now. And we're heading back to any random Omega stage, so, you know, it should really more favor Joseph, but, you know, the Battlefield stage we just had went in Joseph's favor. They are legal. Why wouldn't we use them? Because reasons. It's Ness and Snake, for God's sake. You know what you're doing. Shame on you. Shame on you and your grandmother. Yeah, I guess Joseph is not hitting me up for round 5, so I'm just going to take his last order. And Nightmare is, yeah, he's going to stay with the same thing. Okay, okay. I can respect that. Alright, so it looks like we're really just got a rematch of what happened last round, but this time on an Omega stage. I, again, believe that we're going to see some different things here, but... Right, understood. But I still think that because it's an Omega stage, we can still see some wild things happen. Probably going to be more in Joseph advantage, but why don't we go ahead and just find out here. As Slyke battles Mayuki, we got JZ Soldier and NM Agent in the middle, Order and NM Umbral in the back. And once again, good luck, have fun.
3, 2, 1, go!
Well, I'm loving the music selection. Man, who's picking up this Beast Ball right now? Come on. I want to see some sick Beast Ball stuff happen, like in our Beast Ball tournament. There you go, Mayuki. Nightmare, I always believed in your amiibo. Well, we are tied at 2. I was about to say, no way that KOs. Close, though. And it looks like Slyke will get the first KO. Yeah, I'm afraid to speak anything into existence, especially with this final Smash Ball here. And it's now 4-4. The Mac, though, knocking the final Smash Ball loose. And no, it's actually still here. Now the Mac's got it. And now the final Smash Ball is loose again. The Mac's got it, and yep, the Mac gonna break his back. And I think face and rib cage too. So Joseph's side now with a lead. And NM Agent, yeah, that's going to be a big KO for NM Agent. And now we got the Snake Ditto. A lot of people do consider Amiibo Dittos to go 50-50. I can't really say that. I'm still skeptical. And NM Agent's going to pull up with a lead for his team. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Get the assist trophy. It's like having an extra guy on your team at the same time. Oh. And Bomberman with a big help right there. Almost looked like Bomberman got hit by his own bomb. Is that possible for him? I mean, I know it's possible in the video game, but I didn't think it was possible in Smash Ultimate. Uh-oh. Yeah, he kind of messed that up, in my opinion, because it looked like she was about to fall. And the Dragoon lands. 2-1. And this could be a big moment here for Joseph's team, but here's the other Ness amiibo, NM Umbral. And now it is 1-1. This could be it. Or not. Order lives through the PK Starstorm. And the Ness is going to grab a jetpack. What is he plotting? I don't trust this psychic child right now with a jetpack. Critical health defense is out right now for Order. Uh-oh. And Order gets back. Trying to charge down the nest, but he hesitated. NM Umbral going to do a little healing. And NM Umbral with the back throw. Going to make it 3-2. GG. Well, this is definitely the part of the series where everybody's on the edge of their seat. So let's go over what happened here, and I'm also going to change up our score. But Slyke was able to get that first KO, building a lot of confidence for the Joseph side. Ben able to get the next KO, but then the Mac breaking Sora's back and other parts of his body. NM Agent, though, was able to take out the Mac easily, and surprisingly, somewhat easily, JZ Soldier. Once that had happened, though, JC Attack would go on the attack to take out NM Agent and Chroma. And this is where it got even more interesting. NM Umbral taking out JC Attack and Order. So, once again, we're still in a very close series, but now we do see Nightmare's team pulling up 3-2. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I've really been enjoying this series so far. It almost kind of makes me think. It almost kind of makes me want it to never, ever end. But if you do have an idea for a call out or someone you want to call out, you could go ahead and spend some points on the Amiibo Fight Twitch channel. This way you can go ahead and call out any trainer you want. Doesn't even have to be really restricted to the Amiibo Fight server. And from there, you could go ahead and bring your bestest 5 Amiibo, or maybe not even your bestest 5. You know, it's just your most entertaining 5 for a good old showdown right here on the YouTube channel. And, you know, for anybody that's just joining us now, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. And also, please be sure to like the stream. Kind of pushes our stuff a little bit ahead there. Just a little bit. Alright, well, Nightmare's team is in the lead. I don't think Nightmare is going to make any adjustments, but Joseph may have to make an adjustment here, as we're heading to a battlefield stage, any random battlefield stage. And, you know, just what's interesting here, they brought virtually the same Amiibo. There were a few differences, like the Little Mac Amiibo, the Pyramithra Amiibo, the Ike Amiibo, also the Sora Amiibo. He's pretty cool, I'd like to add. But all in all, it's been pretty even in this case, and the items have really been just spicing up the competition. So, guys, again, if you got to go ahead and make a change, please be sure to DM me on Discord right now. And I'd also like to go ahead and take this time to just remind everybody again, we will be back on Twitch tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Time for 2B Tuesday Spirited Style. We do typically ban, though, Kazuya, Incineroar, Byleth, Min Min, and Me Gunner. It's a lot of bans, but trust me, you'll thank me later. Especially those damn Byleths. I hate them. I hate them so much. Wish that character wasn't... No, I'm not going to go that far. Because sometimes I do play Byleth, and it's kind of fun. Not going to lie to you. I'm not the best with Byleth, but still. Well, I'm not seeing any messages from Joseph nor Nightmare, so I guess we're keeping things status quo going into round 6. And yeah, this one I feel like I know pretty well. Alright, well, it looks like really a rematch of what we've seen the past 2 rounds here, but what's usually different is what items are going to be falling from the sky, and I got a feeling this round that's what's going to be the difference maker. So let's go ahead and bring my camera back and get round 6 underway. This, it could be our last round here. If Nightmare wins, he's got it. Gentlemen, good luck. Have fun.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right. Hopefully we'll still be here, but no promises. It's so slow. Oh, it's very slow with her getting back to stage. Final Smash Ball is here. Uh-oh. She's got to let it rip, though. She does let it rip. And again, Sword Fighter Final Smash is kind of cheeks. It's okay. It's okay to say. We know it's true. And the blue shell is going to make that 5-4. And look at this. Power Star shining on the Mac. Yeah, he's not really utilizing it to his advantage. Oh, almost got him. Oh no! Mayuki gone. I think that's actually the second time this series she has hopped into a super launch star. And it's now 4-4. Oh. I believe that's 0, not X. I always get the two confused, though. Yeah, I am not a Mega Man guy. I wish I was, though. And with less than 5 minutes on the game clock, we see... Well, actually, we see the Mac getting that KO, and it's a lead for Joseph's side. Well, NM Agent getting a little overwhelmed here by the Mac. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think that's curtains for the Mac. Yeah, that's not how it works, the Mac. I know it's kind of bullshit, but that's just how it works. And Beast Ball! Gonna give Jay-Z Soldier and his side the lead. Now here's Chroma, and she's trying to remain aggressive, but Jay-Z Soldier's ready for her. And side special really goes nowhere. Well, Jay-Z Soldier in the air, but he's not out, and Chroma with that drill is starting to make me uneasy, and it's now 2-2. She's getting rid of the drill. That could be a tactical error. Yeah, a lot of things not going right for JC Attack right now, and now we see Chroma and the gang pulling up with a lead. Yeah, Order's got to do a little carrying. Oh, man. And Order gets it. It's crunch time for Order. If he doesn't get this KO, it's game over for Joseph and the gang. Oh, it's Scizor. He's in good hands, or claws in this case. Dear Sakurai, bring Scizor to Smash as a playable character. I would absolutely shit myself if that was the case. And Order keeping his team alive to Game 7. Good shit.
Red team, victory!
Well, good game, and we will give our props to Joseph and his team. Also got to give some big props to Order for sticking it out against NM Umbral. Let's go ahead and take a look at what had happened before we move into round 7, which will be our final round, and determine our items on Trainer of the Year 24-25 season. So we had Mayuki with a strong start for her and Nightmare's team, but then the Mac would come in and take out Mayuki and Ven once again. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the Mac and, well, this particular sword fighter in Sora, but, you know, he's just seems to have a leg up on him. After that had happened, though, NM Agent would come in to take out the Mac, but JZ Soldier taking out NM Agent. Chroma able to take out JZ Soldier and JC Attack with, of course, a little help from some items. And then we had Order taking out both Chroma and NM Umbral. That is, that is not easy to do. So, really a newfound respect for that Mii sword fighter right there, but I shudder to think what is going to happen this next round. So we're about to go ahead and head into our last round of the evening here, guys. I'd like to just take this time, though, as I'm heading into any random Omega stage, to say thank you to everybody that did participate, which is Nightmare and Joseph. And also like to go ahead and thank everybody spectating. You guys are the real MVPs here. And I'd also like to go ahead and take this time to thank everyone who participated in our 24-25 season here in Amiibo Fight. It was really just a memorable season, and gradually I'm going to try and put some VODs up on our VODs channel, which if you're not subscribed to the Amiibo Fight VODs channel, make sure to do so. It's just called Amiibo Fight VODs. Pretty easy to find. And I'm also hoping to do some, basically some trainer commentary on one of these videos pretty soon. Yeah, fingers crossed I could just get on schedule with everybody. That's always one of the hardest parts of making these kinds of videos. But, yeah, be sure to keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. Speaking of, though, our regular YouTube channel, which is what you're on right now, I'd also like to go ahead and just remind everybody that the next episode of AFU is coming, and it's supposed to be a good one. So make sure you guys go ahead and tune in for that. If you missed the first 2 episodes, they're right here on our YouTube channel. And big shout out to Disco Party Ham for helping me out with those first 2 episodes. He did a really good job with that. All right, I'm scared here, guys. I'm scared for both Nightmare and Joseph, and I don't really know why, because these ain't my amiibo. But I am, I think, a little more concerned for Joseph, because not only have I just seen him improve so much, but I have noticed that a few of his amiibo have had some inconsistencies that Nightmare's amiibo have been able to exploit very thoroughly. Oh wait, sorry, I also gotta update the score here. Thought something looked amiss. Shut up. I can see you're on low battery, and I don't care right now. But this is going to be round 7, any random Omega stage, and can't help but feel that Joseph may have a bit of a leg up here. But Nightmare, Joseph, this is your last chance to go ahead and change up your order if you feel a need to. I would also like to go ahead and just say once again that next Monday we'll be right back here on YouTube. And you know what? I think we're just going to go with our items off Trainer of the Year. and that's going to be my 5 versus Nightmare's 5. We haven't discussed if it's going to be vanilla or spirited yet. Honestly, Nightmare, whatever you pick, I'm cool with. Doesn't matter. I have a counter for both your Nest and Snake on both vanilla and spirited, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. But that's going to be next Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time. I'm very excited for that. And also the Monday after that, it's going to be our 1v1 Trainer of the Year with me and Nightmare again. So, yes, we will be taking over YouTube for the next 2 weeks. Pretty excited about that. Also a little concerned, but still excited. But let's go ahead and get things ready here. I'm going to check out my Discord, see if anybody did anything that... Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. They have both selected random. You know this was a gentleman's kind of decision, but still. It's round 7. This is too risky for my blood. Yeah, don't expect me to go random in these 2 weeks that we're going to be here. But right now, guys, we got the Mac and Ven about to go at it. I think the Mac wants to break Sora's back once again. And JC Attack and Mayuki in the middle here. I like that actually for both of them, more so for the Ness amiibo. And in the back, we got Slyke and Chroma. I kind of like it for Slyke, just for the sheer fact that he's not really been producing like his teammates. And Chroma, well, she's getting some KOs, but I don't know. I feel like Chroma's kind of lacking a little compared to like NM Agent and NM Umbral personally. I don't know if that's supposed to be like an echoing thing, like a mischief, a chaos. Words, echoed, for some kind of emphasis. Well, gentlemen, I'd like to go ahead and just say once again, good luck in this last round here. You have really earned my respect, as well as I'm sure the respect of the Amiibo Fight community. Let's dance. Ben trying to remain aggressive against the Mac. He's not trying to get taken advantage of like last time. What? I thought he had that. Game says no, and Order is out. Trying to do a little damage control. Well, Beast Ball lands flush. Order. Oh God. Yeah, this is not going Joseph's way right now. JC Attack trying to get back, and yeah, Ven is just more than ready for him. He's just smacking the shit out of this small psychic child. Well, nice back throw. Right now, guys, it is 5-3. Joseph's side is still down, and you know, JC Attack is taking a lot of damage. One good hit, and he's in the blast zone just like that. 5-2. Oh God. I think it's safe to say we may be in for our most one-sided round, and it kills me that it's round 7. Oh! And now it is 5-1. And now 4-1. Yeah, Rathalos was definitely a big hurdle here. Yeah, it's stuff like this that makes me happy I didn't qualify for Items On Trainer of the Year. And that is it. It's over. Almost a JV5. So I don't know what programs or what kind of apps he used to just go full beast mode, but he did. I'd also like to remind everybody, hacking is a federal crime, punishable by law, and is against the CFAA. So let's take a look at what had happened here, as Nightmare is your new Items On Trainer of the Year 24 to 25 season. Let's give it up for him. But as you can see, the Mac, well, this time he got his back broken by the Ven. And Ven able to take out Order, JC Attack, and JZ Soldier. I'm shocked. Absolutely shocked that a Sora would be able to take this caliber of amiibo out. Slyke was able to take out Ven, but then NM Agent just swoops in and whoop. Yeah, I can imagine here, Nightmare. So congratulations to Nightmare. I'd still like to go ahead and say, Joseph, you had a hell of a year Items On wise, and I really don't think you should be too disappointed in your team here today. Still take him out for pizza and root beer, because I know that kid is not old enough to drink regular beer. On that note, guys, I'd like to just first and foremost once again say thank you to everybody spectating, and make sure to join us tomorrow on Twitch. That is going to be at 7 p.m. Central Time for 2v Tuesday. Friday, it looks like we got the Nightmare Tournament. I'm going to actually slap that on the schedule once I'm done here. Forgot to do that. Sorry. And that's going down at 7 p.m. Central Time. You could check out tournament and event announcements for more information on that in our Discord. Oh yeah, and join our Discord. It's super cool. Also like to go ahead and just remind everybody that not this Saturday, but next Saturday is the Knockout Tournament, so you guys still have time to sign up for that in our Discord. And this Sunday we got a Spirited 1v1 arena, just the way you like it, with no items, 3 stocks, and it's at 7 p.m. Central Time on Twitch. So make sure you guys take some time for that. And right now, guys, it looks like I am out of here. And I'll be here next Monday to battle Nightmare in a 5v5 Squad Strike Best of 7, this time though with no items. So on that note, I'd like to just say good night, good luck, God bless, and congratulations to Nightmare.